Princess Kate is getting back to work after announcing the end of her cancer treatment.
After months of silence, the Princess of Wales has finally confirmed.
Following months of complete silence, the Princess of Wales has finally confirmed the dark fears so many quietly held about her sudden disappearance from the public eye, which fueled crazy rumours of a major health crisis. Now Catherine is stepping forward to clear the air and reveal the absolute truth behind her long absence. The obstacles she faced this past year were tougher than anyone ever imagined, yet her incredible strength never wavered. Curious to find out what she's been battling and how it ties into what royal watchers suspected all along. Join us as we explore her deeply inspiring journey, starting with the princess's speech, along with those totally wild conspiracy theories claiming she was in a coma, or the gossip that the royal couple's marriage was completely on the rocks. Many already suspected that Kate's massive recovery period from abdominal surgery indicated something far more serious, like intensive cancer treatments. That turned out to be true, but the way it was handled felt like a massive blunder. Everyone, including prominent members of the royal family, deserves absolute privacy. But Catherine is the future Queen of England, and the global media has been absolutely exploding with wild rumours and harsh criticism for weeks now. The officials who manage the royal communications team deserve blame for this public relations disaster, and honestly, the entire online hunt for Kate. The public was always going to question her long disappearance and those incredibly vague official explanations. Why didn't they just tell everyone the honest truth from day one? Most people have been touched by cancer in some way. It is either their own battle or a close family member or friend. Some pointed out that, according to a Kensington Palace spokesperson, the Princess of Wales is still receiving briefings while she continues to fight her cancer in private. She is also not expected to resume official duties until her medical team finally gives her the clear green light to do so. However, when wild theories about her disappearance began to spiral, the princess felt forced to break her long silence. She stopped the rumours with a deeply emotional video message sharing that while her initial abdominal surgery was successful, she said, "I am making good progress, but as anyone going through chemotherapy knows, there are good days and bad days." Kate started her chemotherapy back in February and has finally completed those sessions. While she remains hopeful, she admitted that her recovery path is still long and will require more quiet months. Looking ahead, she also shared how she sees the next 6 months playing out, hinting at a very gradual return to public royal duties on a much lighter schedule as she navigates this deeply challenging chapter. It is completely clear her primary focus remains on healing and her official royal duties, balancing the two demands. The Princess of Wales is taking all the time she needs to heal, which is fully understandable. Her next public appearance will take place only when she feels truly ready, guided by her medical team and the careful strategizing of the palace staff. It could be quite some time before we see her back in the royal spotlight. Yet, despite these trials, Kate remains remarkably positive and upbeat while discussing her cancer journey. She has been incredibly candid, admitting that this battle has been complicated, unpredictable, and genuinely frightening. For those facing similar health crises, that level of transparency is deeply comforting. Her raw vulnerability makes her feel so much more relatable, proving that even a senior royal faces the exact same fears and terrifying uncertainties as anyone else. Now, as she steps into this new chapter, the entire world watches with immense admiration and support. When the news of the princess's cancer diagnosis broke, people quickly flooded social platforms with beautiful messages of solidarity. Many offered their sincere prayers for her rapid recovery, calling her the absolute shining light of the royal family, while others fiercely shut down critics who have long called for the monarchy to end defending the princess's vital role. Some frustration was also aimed directly at the press, with devoted fans slamming journalists for casually calling her Kate instead of her formal title, Princess Catherine. amidst all this massive outpouring of love, countless regular people shared their own grueling health battles, drawing strength from Kate's. Remarkable strength and honesty. Even within the immediate royal circle, other prominent family members have faced devastating health battles as well. King Charles III, who was also diagnosed with cancer, publicly expressed how proud he was of Catherine's bravery in speaking so openly about her personal journey. The King and Queen Camilla have also sent their deepest love and support to the entire family. Prince Harry and Meghan also released a supportive statement regarding Kate's diagnosis, saying they wish health and healing for Kate and her family and hope they can do so privately and in peace, the official statement said. But what do everyday members of the public have to say about all this? Let's take a look. Emotional messages of support and deep sympathy have been pouring in with heartfelt words of comfort and support for Princess Catherine. Carl from Yorkshire wished her the absolute best, sharing that he was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago. He spoke about how breaking the news to his 3 adult children was easily one of the most painful things he has ever done. While Carl has not yet told his 6-year-old daughter because he still looks healthy, what truly struck him was the unimaginable pressure of Catherine's public role. He admitted that he does not envy Kate, who doesn't have the luxury of total secrecy like him. Rod, the late chairman of trustees at the Rose Hospice in Bromsgrove, also stressed how Kate's brave openness will have unbelievable positive effects on cancer care and everyone affected by it. He believes her words will bring real comfort to many families fighting similar battles. Valerie, a visitor from Southport, hopes that Catherine's deep honesty will finally put an end to the endless wild speculations surrounding her. This candid confession from Catherine has sparked immense sympathy, triggering vital global conversations about cancer family and personal privacy, especially after weeks of wild runaway rumours about her scheduled abdominal surgery and her subsequent absence. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, announced on Friday that she is in the early stages of treatment for cancer found during post-operative tests. She admitted this was a massive shock, saying she and William have done everything possible to process and handle this in private for the sake of their young children. Kate, who is 42, appeared in the video with Prince William and their 3 kids, Prince George, age 11, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, who is 6. The footage was shot by Will War last month in Norfolk, right near their country estate, Anmer Hall. In a video filmed on Wednesday at Windsor, she explained, "As you can imagine, this has taken time, and I needed to recover from that major abdominal surgery before starting my treatment." The specific type of cancer was never revealed, but Kate started preventive chemotherapy back in late February. She says she is doing well, feeling stronger with each passing day. To everyone fighting this disease, please do not lose hope. She said, "You are not alone." Still, she emphasized her family needs real time, space, and privacy. Cancer does not just impact the patient, it affects the whole family, and usually it is the caregivers who carry the heaviest burden of that daily responsibility. Helping a loved one survive through such a painful journey means being present during their darkest hours, but also knowing exactly when extra support is urgently required, whether that comes from a professional counsellor or a therapist. This tough role takes a heavy emotional and financial toll on anyone. Catherine and William have shown incredible strength during this difficult chapter, and, as Kensington Palace shared, they are deeply moved by the incredible outpouring of love worldwide, but they have also begged for the privacy needed to heal together. Even with the whole world watching their every move, their bond only grows stronger. Now, you might be wondering what this royal princess's life was like before the madness. Let's take a quick step back in time to her early life and education. Catherine Elizabeth Middleton was born on the 9th of January 1982 at the Royal Berkshire Hospital into an upper-middle-class family with some highly fascinating connections to the British aristocracy. Her parents, Michael and Carol Middleton, formerly Goldsmith, both worked at British Airways. He was a flight dispatcher while she served as a flight attendant. Catherine was baptised at St Andrew's Church in June 1982, and she has 2 younger siblings, Philippa, known as Pippa, and James. On her father's side, the family enjoyed solid financial backing from trust funds and her great-grandparents Noel and Olive. Middleton actually hosted members of the British royal family way back in the day. Meanwhile, on her mother's side, they came from much more modest beginnings with coal miners in their ancestry, showcasing how diverse her roots truly are. In May 1984, Middletons made a major move to Amman, Jordan, where young Catherine attended an English-language nursery school, but by September 1986 they returned to Berkshire, and Catherine enrolled at St Andrew's School, a private school located near Pangbourne. She eventually began boarding part-time. Then her mother Carol founded Party Pieces in 1987, selling party supplies which would later become highly successful. In 1995 the family relocated to Bucklebury, where Catherine attended Down House for a short while before boarding at Marlborough College in Wiltshire, where she genuinely shined in sports even, becoming captain of the girls' field hockey team. Around this period she earned a Gold Duke of Edinburgh award and also underwent surgery on the left side of her head to remove a noticeable lump. Later she took a gap year after receiving an offer from the University of Edinburgh. Instead she studied at the British Institute of Florence in Italy and then travelled to Chile for a Raleigh International Expedition. She even spent some time working as a deckhand at the port of Southampton before heading off to university. In 2001 she enrolled at the University of St Andrews in Scotland, initially focusing on psychology, before switching her major to art history. While studying there she worked part-time as a waitress and joined the exclusive Lumsden Club, getting actively involved in fundraisers and community charity projects. By 2005 she graduated with a Master of Arts, earning honours no less. After years of living a relatively normal life, well as normal as possible for someone with those connections, and an active lifestyle, things started to get incredibly interesting for Catherine when her path crossed with none other than Prince William. This marked the absolute beginning of a royal love story that would captivate the entire world, starting right during their... Let us head back to those college years to explore how their relationship blossomed and the drama that followed. Her romance with Prince William started back in 2001 when Catherine Middleton met him at St Salvator's Hall at the University of St Andrews. Gossip says that William first really noticed her during a charity runway show in 2002 where she strutted in a sheer lace dress, making quite the lasting impression. By 2003 they were dating, and during their sophomore year they shared an apartment with 2 close friends. They lived at Bailov House on the Strathtium estate from 2003, split in 2004, then reunited. This breakup kept everyone guessing. After graduation, Catherine was suddenly thrust right into the intense media spotlight because the tabloid press could not get enough of her romance with William. In 2006, she worked part-time as an accessories buyer for Jigsaw, while also helping out with her family's business, handling their website and catalogue. That December, she made major headlines by attending William's graduation parade at the Royal Military Academy, a proud moment for them. However, in April 2007, the couple broke up again. But that was not the end of their story, even though this split shocked royal fans. Soon whispers of a reconciliation began to swirl around, and by May 2008, Catherine attended the wedding of William's cousin Peter Phillips in his place. This was her first introduction to Queen Elizabeth II. That summer, Catherine was standing by William's side again, this time at the Order of the Garter procession at Windsor Castle, where William was officially made a royal knight. Even while William was away on military duty in the Caribbean, Catherine stayed close to his inner circle, attending weddings and public events in his place. Fast forward to June 2010, and the couple moved into a cosy cottage on the Bedoran estate in Angley, Wales, as William began his RAF search and rescue training. Before their big royal wedding, Catherine shared an apartment in Chelsea with her sister Pippa, keeping close to her roots while preparing for a brand new chapter. Wondering what came next in their romance, let us explore their royal journey. The couple got married on the 29th of April 2011 at Westminster Abbey. On St. Catherine's Day, Catherine was styled as Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge. Catherine Middleton, now Prince William's wife, was once considered a figure destined to be largely forgotten. After all, she was just the prince's spouse until she suddenly was not. In fact, if Catherine had taken this role at almost any other time, being named Princess of Wales might have seemed unremarkable, but things are never simple, especially when you step into the shadow of Diana, the people's princess. Camilla Parker, BS, for instance, knew this too well when marrying the prince in 2005. She avoided the title entirely, choosing instead to remain Duchess of Cornwall. And now it is Catherine's turn. She is not just a princess in title, but in the public eye, Catherine has truly become the beloved Princess of Wales. During the years between meeting William in 2001 and their engagement in 2010, people easily forgot. They once called her Waity Katie, mocking her for the long wait. But by the time their engagement was announced and they settled into life on the North Wales island of Angley, Catherine had already started carving out her own path as a royal, especially focusing on children and mental health. Now, with 3 kids and a busy public life, it is not surprising how everyone made it their business when the princess was absent for a while. Now the question is, will she be seen in public any time soon? A glimpse of hope and resilience, the princess's brave openness about her diagnosis after her surgery in January has struck a deep chord with people worldwide. Her absence from the public eye sparked endless speculation, but now that the truth is out, the wave of support has been overwhelming. A palace spokesperson confirmed that both the prince and princess have been deeply touched by the kindness pouring in from all corners of the globe. They are extremely moved by the public's warmth, as Kensington Palace shared, emphasising their gratitude for the respect shown toward their privacy during this challenging time. It is not just the public either. Celebrities and global leaders have voiced support, urging that Catherine be given the quiet space she needs to focus on her recovery. But beyond the well-wishes, this situation has reminded us all of something more profound: the humanity behind the titles and the incredible power of empathy. Kate Middleton is not fully back to her public duties just yet, but she is gradually easing into things. On Monday, September 9th, 2024, it was revealed that the princess is set to follow a lighter schedule between now and the year's end. This means a handful of public engagements over the coming months as she slowly returns to her royal duties, with plans for 2025 depending on her medical team's advice. Right now, she's working from home on projects including her early childhood education initiatives, keeping things very quiet for the next few months, though royal followers can definitely expect to see her standing with the rest of the royal family this November for Remembrance Day on the 10th. And yes, she is already organising her big annual Christmas Carol concert at Westminster Abbey for December. As Kate shared in her newest update, her main priority is remaining cancer-free, and that will take time, but when the moment is right, she is looking forward to stepping right back into public duty, and we are so excited to see her return. Princess Catherine shared that she is looking forward to getting straight back to work and slowly starting her official duties again over the next few months, when she feels ready despite everything she has been through. She is entering this new phase of her recovery with a fresh sense of hope and a much deeper appreciation for life. Expressing her deep gratitude, she said, "William and I are so incredibly grateful for all the support we have received and have drawn great strength from everyone helping us during this hard time. The sheer kindness, empathy, and deep compassion have been truly humbling in a very heartfelt and emotional message to others who are currently facing similar health battles." Catherine shared her deep empathy, saying to every single person continuing their own cancer journey, I am still with you, side by side, hand in hand, out of darkness can come light, so we must let that light shine bright. These touching words not only reflect her own personal strength, but also serve as a beautiful beacon of hope for so many in similar situations, as Catherine prepares for her highly anticipated first official public appearance in months at Trooping the Colour. It is clear she is stepping back into the spotlight with true grace, determination, and remarkable resilience. Her personal letter, filled with excitement for the upcoming King's Birthday Parade, along with some cautious optimism about the difficult road ahead, clearly shows she is ready to embrace her future while also recognising the massive challenges she has already faced and continues to confront. It is truly heartwarming to witness her great enthusiasm to return to public life. But what is even more inspiring is her candid honesty about not yet being out of the woods as she takes these steps forward. We are all very eager to see what is next for her this summer and way beyond. How do you feel about her anticipated return to public life? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Remember to hit like, share and subscribe for more updates. Also click the next video showing on your screen. You will truly love it.